One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. B.J. Hill in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Play action. Here's Willis. He'll get this out wide to single. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Willis now off of play action. Out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Third down, it's Willis. Fighting his... And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes left side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. On first down, Willis. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw again on second down. Willis. Throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now Willis, and his throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Willis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Willis's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. To throw on second and 6, Willis. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the gun on third down, Stevenson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. B.J. Hill. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows. Erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And they will take over first and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A give to the fullback on the dive. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near. And you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Stevenson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down, they'll run. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills,
yep.
And, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Miles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joe Tryon in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the 2nd quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Stevenson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the gun on 3rd down, Stevenson buying time to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On first down, Stevenson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Stevenson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Stevenson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw, Willis. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Stevenson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Stevenson, left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2, just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands, and yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 30 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, what half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's action. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down, here's Willis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Willis out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joe Tryon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Stevenson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Right back to him on 1st down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Complete to number 7.
To throw on third down, Stevenson. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Able to, and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line, that's where they'll take over.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Stevenson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
On 3rd down, Stevenson. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stevenson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Now they'll run on the draw. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Stevenson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Bucs just continue to roll.
Familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Willis looking to throw it.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Throwing to start the drive. Stevenson. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Stevenson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stevenson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Jerry Jeudy.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TV.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
It is fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Willis will try again here after the pick six.
He finds his man, complete. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Stevenson over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Buccaneers continue to pour it on here in the fourth. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, there's really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time?
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
95 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
Looking to throw on second down. Stevenson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw. Stevenson. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the
Bucs take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 25 on second down, Willis got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10, Willis.
He finds his man, complete. It's Miles. Throwing again on second down.
Willis.
He finds his man, complete. It's Miles. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
Willis wants to pass it again.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
123 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On second down, they'll run it here. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.